So you want to advertise on TikTok. I mean, why wouldn't you? Literally everybody's talking about TikTok. The platform is popping off and you definitely should be on TikTok ads if you are not yet for your business. But you don't want to make any mistakes and you want to make sure that if you are to hop on TikTok, you are launching the best ad creative. So that's why in today's video, I'll be sharing the 5 biggest mistakes I see people make with their TikTok ads and how can you not make these mistakes to ensure that you have a successful launch with the platform. My name is Justin and I'm the founder of Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications to be one of the first to know about these cutting edge e-commerce marketing tips posted on the channel every week. So first thing first, I see people make as a mistake on TikTok is that they're not capitalizing on trends whenever starting their TikTok ads. For some reason, people are thinking that organic content and ads work very differently. But keep in mind, the most successful ads are usually ads that just don't look like ads. They look genuine, and that's why people connect with them and end up buying because they don't feel like you're selling to them. So that said, make sure you're using trends. And by trends, I mean there are trendy sounds on TikTok, and there's also just the way you format the videos. There's a combination, a bit of both, right? The way you use a sound and you do a bit of a lip sync, and then you can showcase your product that way. Treat your ads just like you would with your organic content, and any organic content pieces that you would make with your brands. If they end up working well, you want to make sure you use those with ads so you could capitalize on the same type of trends that work with your organic content so you can simultaneously grow organically as well as with your ads. Then the second thing, which I've already hinted a little bit, is people are not using Spark ads. So on TikTok, it's very different than advertising on Facebook and Instagram, right? Because when you're advertising on Facebook and Instagram, by default, when you make an ad, it has to be from a page or Instagram account. So this way, if you advertise and people click on the little icon of your profile, they'll end up getting redirected to your Instagram profile or to your Facebook page. This is not the case on TikTok. If people end up clicking on your ad account's icon or the username, they are gonna end up on your call to action link, but they won't necessarily end up on your page. Although, if you are making a Spark ad, then a Spark ad is a little bit like boosting a post on Facebook and Instagram, but it's actually much better. The way TikTok made that feature, it's actually more like a native ad. But what that helps you do is, again, you run an ad that looks like an organic piece of content. If people click on your profile, they're gonna see more of your organic contents. And what that helps do is it builds more social proof and just more authority, and people can consume more content of your brand before making a buying decision. Because again, if you were making just a regular ad, and I'm not saying to not do any regular ads because some of them will work amazingly well, but if you're only relying on regular ads, what will end up happening is you have to convert people with that single ad. If you are not able to convert them with that, then that's it, they're pretty much gone. Whereas with a Spark ad, they can click on your profile and they have more pieces of content available to them, pretty much just like that, for them to consume and then make up their mind about your brand. Little caveat though, with Spark ads, they're only available to business accounts, which is something that, we're seeing a lot of brand owners being unsure whether or not they should switch to a business account because, again, you are losing access to a couple sounds. So I see a lot of brands wanting to stick to a creator profile, but the trade-off essentially when you are switching over to business accounts is you're losing these sounds, but you gain access to Spark ads. And a lot of the time there's a way to sort of go around these sounds. You can download them on your phone or computer and then edit the video that way and then upload it to TikTok. It'll be a custom sound, but it will be the same sound that you wanted to use initially. Again, that's just a bit of a workaround. You won't ever get access to the actual true sound that may be trending on TikTok, but it'll allow you to do Spark ads. So I guess it depends what you prefer doing. If you're on TikTok truly for growth and you want to scale, I recommend it's worth it to switch to a business account. If you're not on there for that, if you really want to grow organically on the platform, I'd say stick to a creator profile for now. And then later down the line, if you really want to do Spark ads, then switch to a business account. But if you stick to a creator profile, you still can run ads, just again, not as a Spark ad. It would have to be a regular ad. Which that leads me to my third mistake that I see a lot is people are not using any sounds. I see that especially within big brands, which big brands are just using a bit of an image collage, or they have like a few videos, slapped on top of each other, but there's no sound. And that is not what you would usually see organically on TikTok. And again, you have the capacity to use trending sounds when making a TikTok ad. So use those and make sure that you're using sounds that your audience is most likely already used to hearing on TikTok. So that way it doesn't just scream ad, it doesn't just pop out like that. It looks really native and it might keep them more engaged with this ad. So make sure you're capitalizing on these sounds. TikTok is all about sounds. The fourth mistake I see a lot happening with this is that there's no text or visual support on the ads. So people just make a video showcasing a product, but TikTok gives you the ability to have captions by default on your videos, which that already is basically done automatically for you. So that helps. If people have the sound off for some reason, they can read it, or also for just accessibility purposes, right? It helps people to just read and follow through with your video. You may have an accent that some of your viewers won't understand as much. So just to make sure that everybody, or that you widen a little bit your scope of people that can buy, make sure that you have these captions or that you have visual support. And by that, I mean little animations. It could be emojis, it could be icons popping up on screen that add some value based on what you're saying. So give more of a visual support. A lot of people are visual learners, or they understand information better visually. So make sure that you have this visual support and these little animations, pop-ups whenever you're doing a TikTok ad. And the fifth thing I see a lot, people that for some reason are not getting right with that, is they just end the video on a bit of a sour note. There's no real ending to that. It's pretty vague. It's just, hey, here's the product, here's what it does, make sure you go and buy it. Okay, cool, but there's no real call to action there. There's no call to action on screen. There's, yes, the call to action in the sense of the button for the ad, but there's no real call to action that's said out loud or written on screen, or everything should be congruent at the end of a video. So whatever you're saying out loud, to give you an example, shop now for 10% off on our website. So then I'm saying that out loud. This is what the copywriting says at the bottom. The call to action of the ad is a shop now, and on screen you have like a little shop now button that you've edited and put on there. That way it can't be clearer than this. It's very clear what you expect the viewer to do. You expect them to go on your website and buy something. You expect them to go on there, or at least shop, right? Which means at least look at your products. So make sure you have a clear call to action, or else people may just hop off because it's not really clear what you expect from them. Make it direct and make sure that you are letting them know very clearly what you want them to do after watching your video. And when it comes to call to action, I sometimes hear people saying they don't really want to hard sell. They just rather leave it at that and let people do whatever action they see fit based on how they like the brand. I do understand this take because, again, you don't want to annoy your audience, but trust me, if somebody doesn't want to buy, they won't buy. You won't ever force somebody that doesn't already have an interest in your brand or product to buy. Whereas if you do mention to them to shop now, you may just simply confirm or reaffirm their already existing thought of, hey, I'd like this to buy this product. I'd like to try it on. So basically you just reaffirm this decision that they've probably already made subconsciously for them to go on your website. So it doesn't really hurt to put that at the end of the video. It'll just make it clear for the viewer on what you expect them to do. Now, if you're an e-commerce store owner making at least $20,000 to $30,000 a month with your brand, I invite you to click on the first link in the description down below to book in a very short 15-minute demo call with our team. On that call, we'll take a look at your business, see if we're a good fit to help you out scale with your brand. If that's the case, we'll end up partnering up together and help you scale through paid ads. If not, worst comes to worst, we'll leave you with a free action plan to implement on your own. So on that note, make sure you check out other videos on the channel and check out, some other of these tips on TikTok, Facebook, or just advertising as a whole for e-commerce brands. And I'll see you guys in next video. Peace.